Have you ever hit the snooze button, immediately scrolled through your phone in bed, and then wondered why you felt totally drained by lunchtime? How you handle your very first hour of waking up actually programs how your brain will function for the next 16 hours. We often make common mistakes, like reaching for coffee too early or looking at stressful notifications right away, that accidentally drain our mental energy before the day even really begins. But by making a few simple tweaks to your routine, like stepping outside for natural sunlight and waiting just a bit for that first cup of coffee, you can improve your focus, stop that afternoon crash, and feel more alert. Let's dive into exactly how you can take back your morning. To understand why we feel that way, we have to look at what our brain is actually doing while we sleep. It's running a massive plumbing cycle. While you are deep in dreamland, the space between your brain cells actually expands, and a clear fluid washes through your brain. This wave literally carries away the dark, stagnant waste particles that build up from yesterday's thinking. But waking up is a delicate process. If you force your brain awake too quickly, before this nighttime washing machine finishes its final spin cycle, that biological trash gets left behind. That leftover cellular waste creates a thick neural fog. Scientists call this sleep inertia. It's the biological reason why early mornings can feel so heavy and confusing. Respecting the brain's slow transition into waking is the only way to clear away that fog and set yourself up with a clean slate of mental energy for the day. This diagram shows what causes that sleepy feeling. These little molecules drifting towards your brain's receptors are called adenosine, the brain's natural sleepy chemical. Over the course of a normal day, they build up, making you tired. Your brain needs about 60 to 90 minutes after you wake up to completely flush the last of them out. When you drink a cup of coffee the second you roll out of bed, the caffeine molecules rush in and act like bouncers. They cap off the receptors so the sleepy chemicals can't get in. But here's the catch. The caffeine doesn't actually get rid of the sleep molecules. They just sit outside the club, multiplying and piling up. A few hours later, those caffeine bouncers wear off and leave their posts. When they do, that massive backlog of sleepy chemicals instantly floods into your brain's receptors all at once. That is the exact moment you experience a brutal afternoon energy crash. Instead of relying on coffee right away, you can use the brain's built-in alarm clock. About 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up, your body releases a healthy, natural surge of cortisol. This surge is designed to mobilize your energy and give you a sharp, unmedicated boost of alertness. But if you hit the snooze button and drift back to sleep, you shatter that natural alarm. You force your brain to dive back into a deep sleep cycle, confusing your metabolism and stopping that healthy energy surge. By holding off on morning coffee for just 90 minutes and avoiding the snooze button, you allow your brain's natural plumbing to finish, resulting in a smooth, crash-free surge of energy. When you first open your eyes, your brain is resting in a calm, relaxed frequency known as the alpha state. This relaxed state acts as a protective shield, buffering you against the stresses of the outside world. Grabbing your smartphone to check the news or scroll through emails instantly shatters that calm shield. It forces your brain into a highly stressed, frantic state of high alertness before you've even had a glass of water. Your brain has a literal daily battery, a finite energy supply stored in support cells. Every time you glance at an email or check a social feed, your brain aggressively shifts gears. This rapid context switching visibly drains your daily battery. Burning through all that power while you're still lying in bed leaves you exhausted and suffering from decision fatigue before your workday has even started. Setting a 1-hour digital fast protects your limited energy supply, meeting a strict biological requirement for doing meaningful work later on. Deep inside your head, you have a master clock that controls all of your body's schedules, but this clock is completely blind. It relies totally on physical cues from the outside world to know that morning has arrived. When morning sunlight hits specific sensors in your retina, it shoots an electrical signal straight to the central clock hub, instantly shutting down sleep hormones. Simultaneously, this light starts a 14-hour countdown timer, guaranteeing you will feel naturally sleepy tonight. Light is the first cue, but your blind internal clock also tracks your core body temperature. Getting out of bed and moving around provides the second vital signal your brain needs to fully wake up.
Splashing cold water on your face or doing a few quick stretches activates a small cluster of cells in your brainstem that acts as your focus center. This physical shift releases chemicals that sharpen your attention and wipe away the last bits of grogginess. Combining outdoor light with movement signals the end of sleep inertia and primes the brain for focused alertness. Because your brain is highly efficient, or to be honest, a bit lazy, it wants to save its battery power wherever possible. That means your morning routine shouldn't require complex decision-making. You can save energy by using a technique called habit stacking. If you tie a new behavior, like taking a few deep breaths, to something you already do on autopilot, like boiling water for tea, you offload the work to the brain's automatic habit center. While that water boils, you can use a breathing trick called the physiological sigh. Just take 2 quick inhales through your nose, followed by 1 long, slow exhale through your mouth. This simple pattern physically hits the brakes on your nervous system and stops morning anxiety. This diagram shows a 2-way glowing highway connecting your stomach directly to your mind. Scientists call this the gut-brain axis, and it plays a massive role in how alert you feel. When you drink a large glass of water right after waking up, the physical weight of the water stretches the nerve endings in your stomach. This stretch shoots an instant I'm awake signal straight up this highway, fully illuminating your brain into an active state. By delaying your coffee, fasting from screens, getting sunlight, and hydrating early, you clear the fog and protect your mental battery. You give yourself the highest possible potential for a day of peak performance. Got questions about psychology, neuroscience, or the brain? Drop them in the comments below, along with your ideas for our next video. And make sure to subscribe to SM Says Psych for more amazing content.